You have been so involved in teaching and reading and writing so many articles. Your monthly magazine of the Bhagavata Pradipa is something that I love to read, apart from your Subodhinis, which are a study guide to the Srimad Bhagavatam. And I would like to mention to all the readers and listeners of this podcast that the Bhagavat Subodhini has been a very wonderful gift in studying Srila Prabhupada's books, especially Srimad Bhagavatam. Very wonderfully taking out the purports and the translation and the important verses also. So my question to you would be, Prabhuji, you have been studying for such a long time, and you did mention that Srimad Bhagavatam is so nectarian. Prabhupada's purports are so nectarian. The input of the acharyas are so nectarian. But still we see many times the books are in the shelf. The books are many times as it is. Even the cover is not removed many times, unfortunately. So what are some of your reflections and realizations as to what stops a person from studying Srimad Bhagavatam properly or accessing this nectar from Srila Prabhupada's Bhagavatam?
One thing is that devotees many times are very busy with their services. So some are very genuine reasons. So they're packed with a lot of services, especially when we go to some temples where the manpower is less and the amount of service to be rendered either to the deities or to the devotees is really immense. So some devotees genuinely don't find time. However, we see many devotees setting very good example. Despite their busy schedules and all that, they take out a lot of time. At least some quota they keep per week. At least I'll read for these few hours. So, and they manage to do their Bhagavatam study. So one thing that inspires devotees to study Srimad Bhagavatam is a good association, a good source of uh, inspiration and a proper example. So despite having multiple services and responsibilities, here are some devotees who are taking out their time and effort and studying Bhagavatam. That really inspires an average devotee to take up to the study of Bhagavatam. Secondly, we need to remind ourselves constantly. See, Prabhupada at the age of 70, he went to the West with Srimad Bhagavatam. Prabhupada established entire ISKCON mainly based on these two scriptures, Gita and Bhagavatam. And while going to the West, Prabhupada said that Srimad Bhagavatam is traveling to the West, and as a humble servant of Srimad Bhagavatam, I am accompanying Bhagavatam. So Prabhupada is taking Bhagavatam to the West. Okay. So Prabhupada has established so many temples, about 100 temples, so much of preaching, so much of outreach, so much of management, administration, guiding people, establishing newer centers at that age. Still, Prabhupada never neglected to translate Srimad Bhagavatam. He had spent sleepless nights to give this transcendental treasure to all of us when we remember and we remind ourselves of the sacrifice and the hard work that Prabhupada has put in writing Bhagavatam. That also will help us get inspired to read Bhagavatam.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Rama